Welcome to the first however many Renault Espace videos. This 2005 Renault Espace, and in this video I'm going to be changing the brake pads and discs. This is a 2005 Renault Espace, and it's got the 1.9 diesel engine. So I'll just move axle stand out of the way, we'll have a look inside. And you know, this doesn't have a key like Renault cars of the era. Just put the card in and let's have a look. Let's see if I can turn this music off. So I'll just turn that, mute the radio. Let's see if it's going to display mileage for me. I'll try start it. Now I need to press the brake. I'm at the wrong side. So I press brake. We'll start her up. And there's a mileage. Oh, just showed it. 178,576 miles. And I've got a service light on the dash, but we won't worry about that. We'll start doing these brakes. So the complaint on this one is it needs new pads and discs, but we'll have a look. Let's have a look. So you'll quite lip on that one, so it'll need doing. I don't know what the pad's like, but it's got to have new pads with new discs. But apparently the rear is worse. I mean, in the short time I drove it, I could hear a grinding. Oh God! And look at that! Look at that! That's grooved. That's seriously grooved. I think they're down to the metal on them. So that's a complaint verified. Same on this side as well. There. Oh, there. That looks even worse. Oh dear! But that says there's a groove on that, so they definitely need doing. So it was a good call on the part of the owner. So I'm going to start with the front. They should be easy because the rears, they have the bearing incorporated in the rear disc. So you basically take the caliper off, undo the hub nut, and the whole lot comes out with a bearing. But I'll tackle this front one first. Oh, and also electronic parking brake on the rear. So not much different to Citroen really. So I'll get this get a front wheel off. I'll just do one side. I'll show you one side. But I'll get this front wheel off, and then we can see what other tools we need. I think I've got everything I'm likely to need. Now, calipers are held in by those pins here, the 7mm Allen, which is popular on a lot of brakes. I think Citroen with the same, so I'll take it caps off. There's one there and one there. I've got this right. Can't do this at the same time. Can't do it one-handed. So put you guys up. I don't know if you can see this, but never mind. This brake line's in the way. I think it's a 7mm. These pins, yep, yeah, that's definitely 7mm. Oh yeah, I heard that one go. Probably got him with little impact. Oops, I've just gun tightened it. Yeah, why struggle? So that's first pin out. Let's see if I can crack this off. You know what, I'd have been better off turning steering. If I can do that. bit easier. No. Impact's not up to it, so try again with this. And I'm gonna need an extension. Back with an extension, should be able to crack it off. I might not think of it before, get a bit of penetrating fluid. Oh, that one crack off. Yep. So I should be able to whiz it off just away with impact. There we go, that's the second pin out. So what I need to do is there's a bit of meat on the pads, but there's quite a lip on the disc. Just get a sacrificial screwdriver. Don't have to worry about mulling pads. So just, there we go. And it compress the piston enough to get the caliper and the pad out. So I just need to get there's a pin there. I need to get that off, and I should be able to lift this off. Right. Something else I forgot. I should have. What I'll do with the caliper, I just put it up there. It's all right where it is. So now I just need to get this caliper bracket off. This is going to be fun. So what you do is, I think it's 18mm, and it is 18mm. Got my 1/2 inch ratchet. Oh. I think I'll try impact. I've got an 18mm impact socket, so I'll try that. Should be able to get in with the beast. Before I get that socket, you can see there is some meat on the pads. 18mm socket on the impact should make short work of this. Yeah, it's definitely right size socket. There we go, that's one off. And that's two off with the bracket. Right, and just this brake disc to remove. It looks like it's held on a couple of T30s. Torque screws. No, these shouldn't be on tight. There we go, that's one. Two off. This is being replaced so I can go mad with the hammer. There we go, and that's a brake disc off. It's really as simple as that. So as always in new parts, check against the old. They look to be about the same. So that one's good to go. But before I do anything with it, I need to clean it with a brake clean, because usually discs have oil on them. They usually coat it with oil just to stop them from rusting when they're in storage. So give the brake surfaces a clean with some brake cleaner. And then it's time to rougher up the disc. Rough up the disc to the up. Let's have a look, that's right, all the holes line up. So I can start putting the screws in. screws. Oops, sorry. Forgot to hold the camera, there you go. Offered it up. I already put the first screw, you didn't see that, I'm sorry about that. Just a moment, oh, I think there's a problem here. I think I put the wrong discs. So we'll just compare them. Oh, they seem to be about the same, must be. They have to be look the same. So there's no reason why these shouldn't go on. Yep, we're good. All the holes lined up where it counts. Have a look. Just check again. Oh, there we go. Usually stuff like this, it only goes one way. You have to go crazy tight. It's just to secure it in place, yeah. We're all good. Panicking there for a moment. So next thing I need to do is caliper. Let's have a look. I should clean these, give these a bit of a clean, but I don't think it matters too much. Just give. It's only there where the pads sit, so it shouldn't be a problem. Right, I just need to move some stuff out of the way. Get my caliper brackets. Or the caliper bracket bolts, should I say. Well, technically the screws are. Wind those in with a bit, get me started. Wind them in a bit. So that's the caliper bracket on. Next up, pads. There's my screwdriver. So open these pads. Sorry if the camera angle's terrible, but I'm showing you best as I can. So new pads. Compare them to the old. Yep, they're the same. Looks like the anti-squeal shim's all delaminated. So yeah, I'm happy they're right ones. So I've got the caliper. Right, and I've got my caliper wind back tool, which is right behind the camera. It's right here. Let's have a look, see what I'm going to need. Let's have a look. Yeah, because this tool, it's got a left and a right hand for, because some have a. Let's have a look. It's a long time since I used this. So memory's a bit fuzzy. Right, I'm going to have to refresh myself on how to use this thing, because it's been a long time since I used it. I says I had to quickly refer to the instructions, but I don't know, and I don't know how well we're going to see this. But it all goes in like so. I'm sorry if you can't see. My apologies. But it goes in like that. So that moon bit that slides in from the top, that pushes against the caliper ears, and you've got this part that pushes against the actual piston. So right, I've got that one up. I should be able to wind that piston back in. And I should just push it in. Push the caliper piston in enough. Give us room to get the new pads in. Oh, that's the theory anyway. Because obviously the new disc and the new pads are going to be thicker, so I need to push the caliper piston back. Probably have to push it all the way in. But we'll just have a quick test. Let's have a look. And don't think that's going to be enough. So a bit more is going to be needed. Should try a bit of this penetrating fluid. There we go. And that should get us enough room to get the pads in. Right, that should do it. Oops, careful, don't want to strain the hose. That wouldn't be a good thing. Need to retrieve that. So with a bit of copper grease, just do the caliper piston side, just a bit on the ears, and probably a bit on the piston. You don't need a lot. Just be careful not to get anything on the friction surfaces. That again, that wouldn't be good. There we go, that's in. This is a bit more on the ears of the pad. Same on here. And put a bit there. You can't see that, but in fact, what I'll do is I'll put this on the I'll offer this up to the caliper bracket, and then the whole lot should just go in. So don't be careful not to twist the flexi hose. And if I've got this right, this should slide in. There we go. And then I've just got to refit these. What I'll do is I'll grease them up off camera. I'll put them on. I'll do that off camera, and then that's on. Then I've got to fit the clip, and then we're all done. So that's it done, all buttoned up, clip on. Those caps are fitted. So let's rinse and repeat on the other side. So with the fronts done, I need to start on the rear. Like I said, it's an electronic parking brake. And I'm going to use it's like an emergency release, so it's also for service. You open this panel here between the seats, pull on this yellow lever, and if I've got this right, it should have released the parking brake. If I jacked it up enough. No, I'm doing something wrong. Not pulling hard enough. I make the mistake, so you don't have to. So try again. What am I doing wrong? It should just release. So it's a manual. Maybe I need to turn ignition on. Probably press the brake. So there's parking brake on. How about try start it? There we go, parking brake off. And I bet it's applied it again. Yep, it's applied it, I heard it go. So that's all, ignition on. And it's off. So I managed to release the parking brake. To be certain. Yep, that's released. Got the opposite corner wheel chopped, so it's not going anywhere. So get the wheel off and we'll see where we are. So it looks to be pretty much the same. You've got a clip there, you got your 7mm Allens, and that should take care of the caliper. And that's off. Now it's just undoing the hub nut and getting the disc off, and that's all that's different really. So I'll get this caliper off, and then we'll see about getting this hub, get this cap off and hub nut, expose and see what we need. So taking the caliper off, and the bracket was pretty much the same as the front. With the bracket, the spring's in the way, so I had to use an extension on the impacts. But now I'm ready to get this disc off. So I had to bring out my chisel. I used them on last Mercedes video. So let's see if I can get this get this grease cap off. Right, so start with a chisel, and there you go. Turn this round. work your way around really until you now got the grease cap off. And there's our rub nut, and that's probably going to be a 30, so I'll find me 30. So it's actually 35mm is this one. Luckily I had a 35. So let's see. And there we go, straight off. So it should be just a matter of knocking this disc off. See, oh, it just comes straight off. There we go, straight off the hub. As you can see, the bearing's built into the disc. So I'll just give this spindle a bit of a douse with brake clean and get the new discs out. So comparing these two, yep, they're the same. So I'll just put this on the hub. There you go. Really simple, and it comes with a new hub nut and grease cap. So I'll just get those on. So that was quite easy. So all I need to do is wind the caliper in. I've got my set, so I should be able to wind. I'm not sure, some of these would go around. So I'll wind it in and put it all back together. So this side's all buttoned up. Now one thing to note with the pads, if you look, there's this spring clip that needs to go on the outside, because the other pad has these little tabs that locate on the caliper piston, so just be careful of that. So put the wheel on and get the other side done. Well, this has took an interesting turn. So this side, the pads were literally worn right down, and the disc was absolutely terrible, as you saw at the beginning of the video. And I found out the reason why. The piston in this caliper is seized. I cannot get it to budge, and I'm not even going to try. So it's going to have to be a new caliper. So I'll have to get one order now. I need to break the news to Ben. He didn't know about it yet, but that means I'm stopped on this job for now until I can get a replacement caliper. I'll probably incorporate it into this video. It's now the next day, and I managed to get a replacement caliper, brand new caliper, and it wasn't bad, just shy of £40, which wasn't bad. I think Euro was, and just comparing the two, yep, and they look to be the same, so I'm happy with that. So that's all good. I'll get this fitted. It's just a matter of disconnecting the hydraulic line and the cable. They're easy enough to do. It's pretty much the same as on the Citroen, so I'll get that done, and then I can button up the brakes on this side. I'll need to place the caliper as well. But if I clamp the flexi bit, it should minimise fluid loss. So I'll get that all done off camera. It's all buttoned up and ready to go. So next thing I'm going to do is a test. It's called burnishing the brakes. What you basically do is you drive up to 50 miles an hour, brake progressively, not too hard, until you're down to 10 miles an hour, let off, wait at least 30 seconds and repeat again, and you're supposed to do that at least half a dozen times. So I'll get myself going, I'll find a bit of road where I can do the progressive braking, get these brakes burnished in, and then they'll need to be bedded in. So you'll next see me when I'm going to do the first lot of burnishing. I'm now up to 50 miles an hour, so I'm going to progressively brake. Down to 10, and then set off again. Leave it for at least 30 seconds. Just repeat the process all over again. So I've done the burnishing process. Get up to 50 miles an hour, brake progressively until you reach 10 miles an hour, and then repeat that. It's half a dozen times, waiting at least 30 seconds in between each time. So brakes are being burnished, and it's just up to the owner to to finish the bedding in process, I recommend just being gentle on the brakes for the next couple of 100 miles to bed them in. So that's the end of this video. Didn't quite go as expected, but I got there in the end. As ever, thanks for watching, and I'll see you.